This is what happens in 10 minutes.
It's fucking crazy.
That is, if you were in the way, there's just no surviving it.
Dude, so we've been doing that dating show.
That looks fun.
It is fun.
I saw little clips of that. Whose idea was that?
It's Will's idea.
Okay. The guy you do Hadago with?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I host it, and we got the contestants in for this week. It's like, looked at a couple of the girls, and I was like, whoo.
Really?
God damn. I'm like, Will sent me a message, and he's like, you're not allowed to hit on any of the contestants this week.
Oh, they're hot.
Because we've had at this point, we've had 6 female contestants on the show.
Okay.
And 2 of them have asked me out.
How does the show work? What is the show?
Format's very simple.
What's it called?
It's called Live Bait. So we go on stage. I do stand up. A couple people do stand up after me. And then the format is just a first date between 2 people that have never met before, sort of mediated by me.
And you have a couch on the stage?
Yeah. So they're on a couch.
So they walk up not knowing each other.
Then they just sit right next to each other and start dating.
And they shake hands. They
Yeah. And one of them, we set up like a pretty high profile, like celebrity couple.
Oh, they're both kind of famous?
Yeah. This girl, Ken Urich and Bobby are now dating. And it
worked.
Their first date was on our show, which was insane.
And they're like a official couple?
Yeah. So this is their whole, like, this is like a big internet thing right now. That's my show right there.
Okay. I don't know either of these people.
I made that thumbnail, and
they're officially, this isn't like a stunt. They're dating. They're having intercourse.
I would hope so. For their sake that they are. I mean,
they're lying with each other.
They are lying with each other, just like you lie with a man sometimes.
I only lie to men.
Yeah, but I'm pretty happy
that was gay.
I'm pretty happy with the show. There's just a lot going on right now. I'm a touch overwhelmed, you know. I got back into town and there's just a bunch happening.
Is this like the most traction you've had with one of these shows, kind of like right off the gate?
Yes, the first episode got like tens of thousands of views.
It looks very entertaining.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun.
I want to go to one.
I want to have you on as a contestant. I feel like that would be really fun.
Really?
Yeah, I want to have you on, but I want to have you come on and go on a date with a woman that I've already met before, because if it's you and a girl that I've never met before, you're going to have such a strong home field advantage that it would kind of like derail the date. You know what I mean? Okay. Where I know so much about you.
What if I'm talking to someone? And what if I'm a taken man?
Well, potentially. If by some miracle that happens, then we won't do the show.
Okay. Yeah. That might be.
Well, you're going on a big date next week. So
yeah. Yes.
It should be fun.
Yes.
A nice little date.
Just a nice little date. Sure.
A nice little week-long date.
But yes.
You're an absolute maniac.
Yeah. What a first date.
First date to the Four Seasons for a week. The JC special.
No, not the Four Seasons, but a nice place.
I love Lake Tahoe.
Good
Holy
scenery.
shit.
I don't know. I've never been.
It's the best place on fucking earth. It's so good.
Yeah? I've heard great things. I'm very excited.
The only problem is it's gotten unbelievably popular, evidently. I was there sort of at the beginning of it, where like you would have traffic in the summer where it's hard to get around.
Yeah.
But evidently it's gone from being kind of popular to like now it's like the thing to do post-COVID. So it's just like, I don't know, it's like going to fucking Cape Cod.
Yeah.
It's so busy. So
I'm a little concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already discussed that we're going to be smoking weed and doing some hiking. And, you know, I'm kind of a pothead, but I've been taking a break for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm going to be super high. So we did a little test run. I did a little test run by myself yesterday. And I took an edible and I went and saw a movie. Took myself on a little date. I don't know how many dates I have left with myself. So
yeah,
I took myself on a little date, and all my friends they always say, you know, like I take things way too fast and I fall too quick. And so, you know, I'm going to take this one slow. So I took my edible and immediately start writing my vows as soon as I get high. I'm like writing vows in my head. I'm like, why am I doing this?
You're writing vows?
Like, you know, like vows start coming to me.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Wait, like a vow, like I will have you to have and to hold.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Brandon and I know he's laughing because he hasn't even thought about his vows and he's been with his girlfriend
obviously
for
didn't
8 years.
Fuck no, yeah, I haven't thought of that shit at all.
I didn't write them down, but they just like they start and then I start laughing because like all my friends had like voices are in my head like, you know, you need to slow down, and then in the other side of my I mean, I was blasted. I took like 15 milligrams and went and saw a horror film by myself. I had a lot of thoughts going on.
28 years later, great movie.
Dude, it was awesome.
It's Robert Ebert, 4
I love
stars.
that movie.
Let's
That
do
was a
some
great movie.
poker, baby. Let's get in it.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. All right, tell us what's going down here.
This is a while ago. This is an old stream. This is a hand I played with Little G, who I got to know this summer in Vegas. Very cool dude. He's a young buck. He's like 24, super aggressive player. He plays that table 1 game that I was telling you about last time.
Is he in frame right now?
He's with the glasses, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is I think this is kind of like a few hours into the stream. We're still getting to know everybody.
Llama still with his
Little G's got Queen 5 of diamonds, T1000, Ace 6 of spades, Llama, Ace 10 offsuit, and Gangsta Frank, Jack 9 offsuit.
Yeah.
He doesn't play a lot of poker these days.
So the
but
A6 of spades in late
it's fun to
position
watch.
is definitely a calling candidate. In a deep cash game, it's also a 3-bet candidate.
Anybody fall?
Looks like I decided to just call.
So we're going, hold on, pause real quick. We're going 6 ways to the flop right now.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why, you know, you could lean towards 3-betting to really thin out the field and get a lot of garbage hands out behind you. But also just calling with like a nut suit with like a ace high suit is fine too. You can, I mean, when you make a flush, you make the best flush possible. So that's cool.
We go, yeehaw.
Llama, the only one with his knit button.
I flop huge.
2, 4, 6.
Pretty
Yeah.
decent flop for
Of
T1000.
spades.
Nut flush
Top
draw
pair,
with
top
top
kicker,
pair.
and
It's
nut
definitely a
flush
board I wanna start betting.
He's got a dancing partner or two in this one.
I even though I have a strong hand, I still have to protect my hand from a bunch of
Wouldn't
overcards.
shock me to see a raise from Tito here, but gotta keep it reasonable. It's good.
Tito makes a reasonable check call with top pair.
You barely woke up? You barely woke up?
No, I woke up at 10.
Little G does not like to fold hands, Rick.
Little G getting after it
Yeah,
with the Queen 5. Tito's got 9, 6 of diamonds.
he's got a great nickname.
Full bam.
So I see with a lot of these young guys, I see a lot of myself in them, and I've been in their shoes. I've been a young 20-something-year-old poker player with aspirations to play for a living and be a professional, and the tendency always is to just be over aggressive.
Yeah.
You just really don't have the governor when you're younger to control your aggression. And so I think that kind of comes into play in this pot.
Ain't close by.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
It's a good card for Lil G.
So this is a great card for Little G's range.
You come with the
I was
friends.
thinking about it.
He's a tough opponent.
Yeah,
Because he could trick you into thinking he's
Well,
got
Lil
kings.
G fires
Yeah.
out.
I mean, him being the razor pre-flop and then just check calling flop, he does have a lot of like ace king in his range.
Okay.
1,000.
Yeah, they've been
Half-size pot bet.
going around.
Nice.
He could have ace king, he could have king queen of hearts, backdoor hearts with 2 overs.
Yeah, we got San Antonio and Houston.
Nice. So they're exploring, doing some
Yeah,
exploring.
exploring, bro. Door of the explorers right now.
Yeah. Shopping.
But
Yes,
The
shop.
wine glasses are
Crazy.
so funny.
Your women.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
4. There it is.
Boy.
Seals
Yes.
the deal for you.
This is a great card for me.
JC
Yeah,
better
they have
buckle up
some
for this
dollars
one,
here,
Rick.
round rock.
Will Lil G continue?
So,
He goes all in
Yeah.
yeah, they got all those stores.
Yeah.
with Queen High.
All right, we pause for a sec here. So he's going all in. For you, this is a little concerning because he could have that other king, and you don't really know why he's doing that. So what's going through your head here?
Yeah, it's slightly concerning, but I remember playing this pot, and I think I was in my mind like pretty certain I was calling, because to me this just felt like he was using the king in his range to make a good bluff, and he's going to be like a little too wide. Mm-hmm. I think I think this is one of his first streams too, and I've noticed that with stream games, what happens with people is they either play too wide or too tight. So they get they get way too aggressive or way too tight. When they're new to streams, you kind of just, the polar opposites kind of happen instead of playing kind of more balanced. And I had him more on like the wider, aggressive, kind of crazy side of things. So I felt pretty confident that my hand was best.
So obviously, like, if you could always tell the difference between somebody going, okay, this is a card that is in my potential range, so I'll pretend to have it, versus them actually having it. If you knew the difference between those every time, you would never lose.
So
but like, what are some of the indications here that you're like, all right, this guy's probably full of shit?
Well, I mean, the sizing on the river, one, he's applying max pressure. The king is not good for my range. I don't have a lot of flats pre-flop that bet this flop that hit the king. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
So like, unless I have spades, like king jack of spades, but like I'm not betting king queen of diamonds or king 10 of king 10 of spades, or king 10 of spades. But like I'm not betting king 10 of clubs or king 10 of diamonds, or just hands like this. I'm not really playing. So when this turn comes down, he now has like the range advantage, being the pre-flop raiser, and I know that. So he's playing this board and playing his range advantage to get me to fold hands like 7s and 8s and 6-7 and 5-6, and which, I know what he's doing, so it makes the call a little easier.
He's got absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see it.
T1000 made a call yesterday with ace
A
high.
lot of money, bro.
This time a little bit better than
I'm here
that.
slaving it, but they could go out there and
For their shopping?
yeah,
The Terminator does not like to
Great
fold.
tattoos on the dealer.
that's an even exchange.
Yeah, he has the best tattoos.
Tough situation, though.
When you guys writing back? Monday?
Probably Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know.
Cool. Where you from?
El Paso, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to make this call. What do you think, Stash?
I think so. I have seen T1000 call lighter, and he has also seen Lil G mixing it up a little bit early. He
Here we
knows
go.
he's
They're
capable.
picking up that you're seeing what he's doing. They are recognizing that you
This
are
is a tough one,
recognizing.
Border New Mexico and Buster with the machines. With you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How much of the fact that he made the call with ace high yesterday and didn't hit will enter his mind?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
So with that kind of stuff,
I
it's
don't know, Rick. I think T1000's pretty good at putting those.
it's really
behind him.
easy to say that because you can
He's
see the
got a reasonable
cards,
hand to call.
and
Aces,
but there is
aces
some of
pretty
that,
good to have
sure.
here.
Usually when I go in a couple of it's good action.
But he's a good enough player. He's not going to look
Doesn't
much
affect too
different.
much.
But PLO's
Being a
usually
spade.
If he had ace king here, he's not going to
Sun
look much
City Card
different.
Club too.
If he makes the call, it's going to be a little over $11,000 pot.
We'll change numbers at the end.
But I'm also, this is my first time playing with him, so I'm
What do you think, chat? One, if he
I'm trying to
calls,
pick
two,
up
if he
reads on him
folds.
for future hands too,
I'm gonna hit up Houston.
Crypto Max says
and
no
just the
shot
general like
folds here.
feelings that I'm getting from
Max has
this
played
hand.
with
I want to.
2000 before. I see.
So you know you're putting it in, but you're gathering intel right
yeah,
now.
because like later on in a different spot, I want to, you know,
these
if I
spades
feel
aren't
something
super
different,
relevant,
then
so should not affect too much.
I don't know how you do it, bro.
Yeah.
but yeah, to his credit, I mean, he's relentless. A lot of aggression, which is extremely tough to play
JC will
against.
figure this one out.
It doesn't feel as bad as it did last year.
This year's mild up here too.
Yeah. Last year was unbearable, bro. It was crazy. I was like, whoa, I've never experienced this before. I've been in Vegas.
Come out, bro.
I've been in Vegas.
Makes the call. Just like we knew T1000 would. 11,000. 235 goes his way.
There you go.
To
Did
this
we
man's
even have
credit, I played with him in Vegas, and he bluffed my face off with King Deuce offsuit.
Really?
Yeah, he got me back.
Okay.
He got me back good.
So he bluffed you again.
Yeah, he doesn't stop. He just keeps coming back.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he's like the miniature Terminator.
Is he a guy that career-wise has won, is losing, still on the way up?
I would say he's made a lot of money playing poker, but I would also say that he's going to make mistakes being young and maybe play games that are a little too big for his bankroll.
Yeah.
Just be a little too aggressive with his role. But he's definitely a winning player.
He's a winner, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a lot of talent.
A freaking winner. What are you about
Is
to
this
say
a-
here? What are you saying here?
I don't know. It looks small.
You just want to break down this one?
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it.
Let's go back in it.
All right, so we're back again with Little G.
Like a
Tournament guys, they tend to have different gears.
Yeah.
brutal.
All right, what is
got
this
nines.
one? This
He
is
might run into something tricky here, though.
100 straddle, little
Gretzky
G
hand for
opens to
T1000 wearing
500.
a Star Wars shirt.
Say the card.
We have 2 9s on the button here after
Going to
little
raise
G
it on
opens.
up.
Raise.
He thought he was trapping.
1,500.
I don't know if he thinks he's trapping anymore, Rick. I don't think he'll be folding.
Gangsta
this one,
Frank's
though.
got 4-3 offsuit. He's folding.
2, 3, 4, 4.
Tough to 4-bet.
All right, you getting your refill now,
Bunch of
JC?
guys
They are
just
quite
folded.
decent.
Notorious TJ's got ace queen offsuit, and Little G has
Also
king queen
has
suited.
to
It's
feel
diamond.
off
I think-
fold.
That's TJ. He's a
And there's
awesome
the
guy.
call.
I think
Little G with 40%
if
to a royal
we played
flush
this
in
hand
his
today,
hand.
TJ wouldn't be folding
It's
ace
a fair
queen.
fight.
He wasn't really.
53-47.
We were just getting to know each other. He didn't realize how wide kind of we play.
Wait, explain that one more time.
I'm saying TJ had ace queen in the $100 straddle, and it's raised 3-bet. But it's one of the first times we've all played together, and I think with all the information he has now, I think TJ probably cold 4-bets me with ace queen instead of
And
folding.
instead, he's folding ace queen
Yeah,
because he thinks your range is a lot tighter.
I think maybe he's still feeling the table out.
I think that's a crazy fold, right?
It's not a crazy fold. I mean, you're at a position to an under the gun raise and a button 3-bet. It's on the tighter side, but it's not. Ace queen offsuit's not it's not unreasonable to fold.
Got it. Let her rip.
It's a fair fight.
All right, so Little G's in there. King queen
53-47 in
diamonds. You got
favor of
nines.
T1000,
Yeah.
but there's
Boom.
the king.
King comes.
And all of a sudden, it shifts.
Big shift.
I do not like this king.
I can tell by the way you're staring at it.
Can you pause it?
See if
Yeah, I think this is a spot where like. Well, I mean, I guess you could have ace jack or ace queen, and we're slightly ahead, but more than not, he's going to have a lot of kings in his range. King queen, king jack, raising under the gun and calling, like all the Broadway suiteds, ace king, king queen, king jack, king 10, all those suited hands. So to me, like when I see this flop, it's kind of it's more or less a spot where if I'm ahead, then he has like a smaller pair, like 6s or 7s or 8s. I'm way ahead, and then when he outflops me, I'm dead. As you can see, the 2 9s have 9% equity versus top pair.
Yeah.
So I think I
There's
decided.
nothing else you can hit but a 9 here.
Yeah, I think I decided to check, but we'll see.
Is there a reason why he's checking instead of immediately betting? Or is
So because I'm the 3-better pre-flop, so I have the betting lead.
it- okay.
So if he bet, it would be called donk betting, and it's typically not the best strategy to lead into the razor.
Okay. T1000 can find a board that he will check back. He is a C better.
Okay, so I remembered this hand incorrectly, but this bet does accomplish a few things if he has like the broadways that don't hit the king. So like Jack 10 suited, Queen Jack suited, Ace Queen, Ace Jack.
He's a
I can get him to fold
Making
some
sure
equity
he's
that he has against me.
not acting differently each time he plays, I think.
I think
Just
once I get
calling.
called here, I'm
T1000 looking for a 9-ball corner pocket.
All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, 7.
yeah. I don't think I like my hand much after this.
Checked again. Will T1000 continue?
So why does he keep checking to you? Is he just trying
I
to
have
apply pressure?
I have the betting lead.
So explain what that means.
That means I'm the last aggressor. I'm the last person to put a raise into the pot.
So that means he thinks that you're going to do it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have the betting lead, so you continue to let when you're out of position against the aggressor, you continue to let them bet. Because if they're bluffing, you don't want to stop them from bluffing.
So out of position against the aggressor and you're the betting lead means like, okay, me and you are playing. I am going to be the first person to bet, but you've been betting all night, even though I think I'm probably going
Just
to
in
beat you.
this
I just
one
hit the-
hand,
I
this
just hit
one
the
hand.
check and then let you fucking come in.
Yeah,
and
if you
do whatever you're gonna do.
if you raise a hand pre-flop and then I re-raise you and you just call, you've surrendered the betting lead to me. To get the betting lead back, you would have to re-raise me,
Got it. Okay,
and then you would be the last aggressor. And then on the flop, you would most likely c-bet.
makes sense. Brandon,
I was gonna say it's like Lil G's been at the bar all night and T1000's been buying him beers. So he's not gonna go buy beers. He's gonna see T1000 buys him another beer. If not,
There you go.
he'll just buy his own beer.
that makes sense.
Got you.
That's a fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, Rick.
I love that.
I think he'll be happy to see a river.
Little showdown value with his 9s.
Yeah, I think I was hoping for a fold here on the flop, so I'm not
It
too in love
does.
with my
Goes
hand.
check. No help for T1000. Lil G with the check mark.
Well, bam.
Could be a double up for Lil G.
What does the dealer keep doing with his
All
hand?
in.
This is a good sizing. So in this instance,
Gonna
He has
ask
it.
for a count.
he does a
Should be
similar
close to about
sizing.
3,400.
It's a large bet.
33.
And I mean, Brandon, you tell me, like, does he look different?
No, he's still not. Because I was thinking maybe he wasn't looking at you, but he's still not looking at you, still staring at his cards. Nothing's changed whatsoever here.
Yeah.
33.75 to make the call.
So I mean, I
Can't
could
see him folding this one, Rick.
sit here and say, like, you know, there's
He
like
does
a
not
live read and I
like to
had
get
him
off.
pegged and I had him figured out, but honestly, it might be like 10% the live read and then 90% that this hand just plays better for his range. Like him raising pre-flop, calling a 3-bet out of position. It's just going to hold a lot of big cards. So
Does not love it.
he's
if
going to
he can dodge
he's
and
going to
read
have a
at the
lot
right
of kings. So I think I make the laydown, but yeah, I mean it's probably 10% feel, and then like the rest of the hand, it's just like the range.
Nice fold.
His range does really well with that king.
You mean you don't have a pair this
Nice fold.
Hi, Bear.
Nice fold.
You guys are too good. I don't know if I can play this game.
Are you a sincere man?
Yeah, you guys are really good.
Nasty.
Does he too a little bit with, like you were talking about, the sizing of his bet? Because he's not doing anything crazy. And then you had, I think, like 16K, so 3K isn't like a huge all-in call for you. Does that have anything to do with it, or do you not think like that?
No, it's about the pot size. So I mean, he had a little less than pot to shove, but it's still a big bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeehaw.
But yeah, I mean, he's a balanced player. Like he's gonna bet big with his bluffs and bet big with his value, and you're gonna have to figure out which one is which.
What's what, baby?
Yeah. What are we on to next? Oh, I heard there was some rain in Texas while I was out in Vegas, out in the dry desert. I heard it got wet.
Yeah, dude. So I actually had a pretty similar experience. I left town in late June.
You were playing high stakes poker?
I was playing high stakes poker
All summer.
But my sister got engaged, so I flew out to hang out with her and the rest of the family in San Diego. And then I do that gig where I sell beer at like racetracks and stuff. And so they hired the company that I work for to go sell beer in Chicago for this race that's on the 5th and 6th of July, right?
Is it NASCAR?
Yeah, so it's a NASCAR Chicago street race.
Okay.
Pretty fucking cool
I think
race.
I saw some of your posts that looked sick.
Yeah, it's a really great race. So I fly out there and I get in on like the 3rd. I play Zanies on the 3rd. I have the 4th of July off. We go to the Chicago Cubs game. I drink all day, go out late that night, wake up the next day.
I thought you weren't drinking. We're back to drinking?
So I said I was going to take 26 days off. I took exactly 26 days off.
Nice.
So I'd started getting into it the weekend before I went out there. So I'm out there, 4th of July, flood happens in Texas, and I'm like running around so much doing stuff that I don't even
You're in
find
Chicago.
out. Yeah, I don't even find out that this happened until like midday on the 5th of July. Somebody was like,
Same.
There's a ton of floods that happened in Texas.
Same. I was at a poker table and I started getting some news on my phone, and it was horrendous.
Yeah, so the first news story that really broke was the story out of the girls' camp at Kerrville.
Yeah.
And that one is about as horrific of a story as it can happen.
It's an absolute nightmare.
Is from everyone that I've talked to, I don't know what the exact details were on that one, but for the people that I know that were in a flood zone and got out of the way, it happened in the middle of the night. So it's a situation where like people are asleep. And unfortunately in Kerrville, the way that they had it set up was it was an all-girls kids camp. And they had it lined up by age. And so the youngest kids were the closest to the river. So pretty fucking bad. So the first news that I get is that there's like 20 kids dead at this camp. And you're like, oh yeah, and that's bad. It's obviously horrible. As we go on through the week, right now the number is there's 110 confirmed dead. There's 150 missing. And so Jesus. I'm out there in Chicago and I'm in about as rough of a state of mind as I can be in. I'm selling beer. I take Adderall when I sell beer. I'm staying in a room with a guy that snores. So I haven't slept in fucking 4 days, right? And I'm hearing all this stuff and like, dude, I remember it went from I was in the best mood in Chicago to the last day that we were there, like the clouds literally settled over the city and there was like a fog coming in and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, it felt like the end of the world, you know, because there was a ton of rain in Chicago that day. So we got evac'd off the track at the end of the race. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm talking to my boss. My boss, she's crying because she like her kids are the same age. They live in Texas. They're starting to feel really fucking rough. My other boss is like, we're going to put together this food project. I decide on the spot. I'm like, when I get back, I'm going to go help however I can.
Yeah.
So
this
I
is
come
like
back.
faith losing stuff.
It's nuts. So I fly out on Sunday. I fly out on Monday morning. I have a 8 a.m. flight. So I'm up at 5 a.m. I decide that my best course of action is I need to get in on Monday. I'm going to get in around 1 in the afternoon. There's no point in me going on Monday. So I'm going to go in on Monday. I'm going to go to bed as early as I can. And then Tuesday morning, we're like up at it, figure it out. So I live with a guy, Dean Stanfield. Dean's been out there helping out. The night before, Dean was assisting with search and rescue in the river in Kerrville.
Jesus.
He's like in the boats looking for people and stuff. And so we wake up and we're like, where to go? So I'm up at 7 a.m. This is the worst part about the whole thing is there's these fucking people, like normally you go on Reddit and you're trying to get information about anything. Reddit can be really condescending, but in general, it's like pretty helpful, right? On Reddit, I'm like, hey, I'm looking at all these posts. Hey, I want to help with the floods in Kerrville. Hey, I want to help with this and that. Every single Reddit post and every single post that I would find online was like, don't come help. They're like, search and rescue, local authorities have said, do not go on site. Don't go anywhere near Kerrville. Turns out
they needed it.
It could not be further from the truth. What they didn't want in Kerrville was like they were actively looking for bodies in the river. What they didn't want was dumb fuck and his cousin going out in a boat, getting in the way of the search and rescue missions. They didn't want people finding bodies by accident on their own. They just didn't want people in the way. But in terms of like debris cleanup, dropping off food and water, they're like, we're good. So I go online, and my understanding was that like Kerrville got fucked up the worst. It did. Kerrville was the epicenter.
And, okay, we're in Austin. Mm-hmm. Is Kerrville south or
2.5 hours west?
2.5 hours west. It's straight west.
Straight west. So that's it right there. So Kerrville's way out there.
I saw a picture of Lake Austin before and after.
It's crazy. Dude, so
the amount of water is insane.
We're looking at like where to go, where to help. Dean is from Georgetown, and he's like,
is that out west too?
That's up north. That's 40 minutes north. So I go, why would we go 40 minutes north? All of the flooding's in Kerrville. And he's like, buddy, Georgetown got fucked.
So is the way the landscape is around here are those north and west kind of lower than other places?
Dude, so it's all based on proximity to a river and whether or not the dam burst. So I guess in Kerrville, what happened was the dam holding everything in gave way, and it was a 30-foot wall of water running down the river that just took everybody out. It was like that scene in King of the Hill where the dam burst.
It's like
don't pull that up, but
it's like apocalyptic.
So
can we show the time lapse video of I have it right here. This is what happens in 10 minutes.
It's fucking crazy.
That is, if you were in the way, there's just no surviving.
50 minutes. So
50 minutes.
So we get
within 45, 50 minutes. That's what can happen.
So we get to Georgetown, and I go, dude, why are we going to Georgetown? Georgetown's fine. And he goes, no, dude, people died in Georgetown. So we got to Georgetown, and we pulled in, and the place that we were going to was an RV park that was by the river. And this is not like, these are not people that are doing great. These are people that have next to nothing, right?
Yeah. This is low income.
Get to the RV park. It's RVs piled on top of each other. It's RVs ripped in half, RVs picked up against a tree, debris cleared out. We met this guy named Mark, and yeah, that's it. That's where we were. That's Shady River RV Park. All underwater, all washed away. None of these people have insurance. They're completely fucked. Everything just like gets destroyed in there. So we walk in, and this operation that they had there, this guy Mark, this is not a member of the National Guard. This is not a member of FEMA. This is a local contractor, gets put in charge of like rebuilding this entire RV park. So Mark is thrust into this role where he's coordinating volunteers. He goes from like working a job to all of a sudden he's working 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. for 7 days straight, just like putting all this shit together.
Organizing hundreds of people.
And the thing is, people don't know what to do. So when you imagine this, like you think you're going to drop into a site like this and some guy's going to show up and be like, you get over there, start tearing that apart. You get there and
you're asking, and he's like, I don't know. Like,
if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to check the box, and this is why people are getting mad at the Instagram influencers. If you wanted to check the box of, hey, I went up and helped, you could, without anyone saying anything to you for the whole day, go up to Shady River RV Park every day and stand by the RVs while they're getting destroyed, and no one's going to tell you to.
No one's going to say anything.
No one's going to tell you to do anything because there's too many people.
You have to be
proactive. So this guy Mark ends up loving me and Dean because me and Dean are
getting shit done.
Dean's looking at this area where he's like, hey, we need chainsaws over here. And the guys with chainsaws are like, oh, let's go. And he starts organizing the people with chainsaws. And he's like, don't cut down that tree. That's load bearing. Cut that one down. Cut that one down. He's moving. All of a sudden, the guy's like, are you with him? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, we need to get that car out of there. So I'm running around trying to figure out who owns the Rivian. I'm running around going, okay, everyone's picking up trash out of this RV, right? And they're taking the trash and they're hand walking it to the dumpster because nobody told them to do anything otherwise. I'm going around, I'm handing trash bags to people. I'm being like, team up, teams of two, one guy load.
So it's people that want to help, but they don't know, like they don't.
It's so disorganized. It's impossible. So this guy, Mark, to his credit, in the span of 7 days, goes in. They told him it was going to take 3 weeks to 2 months to get this project done. He gets the volunteers so organized, so put together. They finished it this week.
Wow.
And then last night it floods because it
Again?
rained again, and the entire RV park is back underwater. There's nothing that you can do about it. So when we showed up at this camp, the vibe was very different. There were a lot of local charities, local organizations, right? Like there's a local Christian group that was there. So there's Christian rock playing, right? Like
they got the worship music playing.
they had the worship music blaring at lunch. They have the people. People are making hot dogs. People are making hamburgers. A food truck has donated their time, right?
If I just lost my kid, I don't know if I could listen to worship music.
I would be furious. But I'll tell you what happened. Last day, buddy of mine Venmos me $200, right? While I'm there, while I'm at a Shady River. And he goes, hey, I don't know if you guys need supplies or anything. You figure out what to do with this $200. And so I took the $200 and we're breaking this trailer down. And the job is pretty grim. The job is insurance comes in, declares the trailer total. A bucket loader comes over, smashes the trailer. You separate it into scrap metal, scrap wood, and trash. And then the metal goes to be rehabbed, goes to be dropped off to a metal scrapping facility. The wood is burned and the trash is thrown out, right? We're about to do it on this trailer. And I go, hey, are we breaking this one down? He goes, you fucking better not. And I go, I'm sorry. I'm like just trying to figure out where we are. And he goes, no, this one's, he goes, sorry, man, I'm a little tense. He goes, this one's getting towed out. And I go,
it's his.
Yeah. I go, is this yours? And he goes, yeah. And I go, hey, this is not charity. Somebody just told me to give the first person that I see that had their home destroyed $200. It's not charity. It's what I was told to do with the money. If I Venmo'd you $200, would you take it? And he goes, I don't know what Venmo is, man. And I go, if I gave you $200 in cash, would you take it? And he goes, yeah. So I jumped in my car, drove down the road, got to the ATM, handed him $200. And he goes, God makes it rain on the good and the bad, man. And I'm like, yeah, indeed. So we're out there. It's fucking, at one point in the day, I break down this trailer, and this is the only time I cried over the first 3 days. You have to go through the trailer and make sure there's nothing super valuable left in there that's going to get destroyed. And we go into one of the back rooms, and it's like Toy Story sheets on one of the beds, and like kids' math homework, and an R2-D2 toy by the bed. And I was just like, and I fucking went behind the I just lost it, right? Because it's like, dude, this kid is already living in a trailer park. His life's already fucked, and the rain comes in, and his home's totaled, right?
He's not fucked, but starting behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. So day 2,
and then
we decide that Shady River, because it was the most hit area in Georgetown, Georgetown's a pretty wealthy area, was getting an overwhelming amount of support. I talked to the guy. By day 2, there was 100 volunteers coming. So
in the wealthier area?
Yeah, Georgetown's pretty wealthy, but this is a poor area of a wealthy town.
Okay.
So we decide they're all right. We decide day 2 that we're going to move up to Legendre. We go to Legendre.
And Legendre is north of Georgetown?
Leander's like northwest. It's an hour northwest. So we're going into this place called Sandy Creek. We pull onto the property at Sandy Creek. It was a house. This is the story that I heard. I do not know if the story is true. So, Brandon, if you pull that back up, Legendre, that's where we're at. But Legendre is a pretty big town that goes very far west. So we're like deeper into there, you know? We're like in the fucking woods out there. We are in rough country, right? A lot of small homes by the river. I looked at the satellite image of the property that we're on. There were 5 houses before. There's 1 left when we get there. Evidently 2 guys died in the house that were in there. Fucked up. Get there, and the job there is like, again, we're running around, we're clearing brush. I go, all right, we're having lunch. I go, what's the next thing that we need to do? They're like, we need to clear a path for search and rescue to get to the river. So I'm looking at it, and there's like 2 guys cutting this path. I go, is that enough? They're like, no, but it's so disorganized. There's nobody to tell anybody what to do. So I run down, me being a curly-headed fuck. I grab 2 firefighters. I grab Dean and a bucket loader, and I start amassing a crew to go cut this through, right? We cut through the brush. We find a dog in the brush. Like dark shit, you know? We are separating, pulling stuff out. There's bucket loaders coming in. There's skid steers, everything just ripping through. We created a 25-foot wide path, about 100 feet long, and made that path through the woods. Search and rescue went in, and they did successfully recover a body from the river. So it was like mission success. The thing is, like, the finding a body thing, you don't want to be the one that finds it, but at the end of the day, it's really good, really positive work, because these people don't know if their family members are alive or dead, and having that reassurance of like, hey,
you want to know.
They're gone.
You want to know.
So we did that.
Not knowing is worse than what, you know.
So what's happening is, because these places, so many people want to help, a lot of volunteers are coming out that don't know what they're doing, and the locals are starting to get irritated. When we got there on site, there were 10 people there. By the end of the day, it was 40. By the day after, it was like 100 people coming out to help this community.
Trying to do good.
And so, like, the guys that are working there, I don't want to be like too crass, but there's a lot of fucking like meth heads in this neighborhood, right? So somebody dropped off a pallet of saws to help get through, and the local meth heads just fucking stole it. like they stole this shit. My friend Dave J went up there to help. He parked in a place that somebody thought he wasn't supposed to be. He parked at King Daddy Ice. The locals didn't know that he didn't have approval to park at King Daddy Ice. They tied his truck or his car to the back of a bucket loader and drug him into a ditch and fucking left it there. And he came back and was like, what the fuck?
Just as like a
fuck you, get out of the way. Because some of these people are very helpful. Some of these people are happy you're there, right? So what's going on is, like, the most frustrating part is you'll be out there, you'll be spending all day. One of the most basic jobs that everybody's doing, the river rises 30 feet. All the stuff blows down the river. I spent an entire day trying to get an above ground pool unwrapped off of a tree. That was the whole day. And a guy comes in with a fucking skid loader, rips it right off, no problem.
So you're like doing hours of work that meant nothing.
So the heavy machinery is best used for that type of work. And I've started to realize my time is best used when I'm out there organizing, pointing people in the right direction, making sure the right shit is getting cut down, talking to the homeowners, separating scrap out. But there was one point where we're down in Sandy Creek, and we go to Squatch Frontier Fitness, so we're in a pretty good habit of picking up tires and moving them around. Not something I can't handle. We're in like this sandy side of the creek, and I'm touching a tire, and I'm trying to pull it up. Dude, there's a whole car in the sand, like a full.
Just the tires out.
Just the tire. One tire was buried out of this. So we're on this lot, dude. There's 8 cars on the lot. There's not 8 cars worth of people on this lot. There were 5 houses. There's 1 house left. Everything's just fucking demolished. And the thing is, it's really frustrating. And this is why I think we all kind of need to like focus on what's going on out there right now. Like this weekend, I can't fucking imagine how many volunteers went out on Saturday and Sunday, right? But every week, people are going to forget a little bit more and more that this happened. We went out on Saturday night. Club's full. You know what I mean? Nightclub downtown is full. People are going to start forgetting.
So the rest of the country probably already forgot. It's like 24-hour attention.
24-hour news cycle, and this is a year-long problem.
Yeah.
North Carolina, there's areas that still don't have power or gas. So what it's going to come down to is like, are people going to still show up in a month? Are people going to still show up in 3 months? Because the areas that we were at, dude, there's no fucking FEMA out there. There's none. And there's people that are like bad actors. Somebody was telling me today, my boss at the track was putting together an organization just to get food to people that lost their homes and get food to volunteers. Amazing work. Doing it because it's what he wants to do. He's not doing it for money.
Yeah.
Then there's another one where they got a government grant and they get $15 for every meal that they hand out. And so they're like, do you want chicken? Take some chicken. Because they get $15 every time. So you like look at the way this country is set up, and there's so many people that are bad actors that take advantage of these situations. I mean, dude, I gave some money to somebody. It's impossible to know if that, and he said he's running a local organization.
Sure.
He's boots on the ground. He lives in the neighborhood. At the end of the day, I know his home got destroyed. So if he steals the money, I don't really give a fuck. That's the guy that needs it, right?
Yeah.
But you're giving money to these people, and they're going, yo, we'll get it to the community. You don't know what that fucking means. So it's like, yeah, the Red Cross skims off an unbelievable amount on every dollar you donate. But at the end of the day, the money that does go in, is going to people that need it. So, man, it's fucking dark. It's really hard to figure out what's going on. But without a doubt, one of the most fucked up things I've seen in my entire life. And, you know, I think it's a good perspective. Every day we're running around as comics and poker players and like, we're like, how do we get better? How do we get better? And then you're put in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, these people are completely fucked. Like, it's like, in a way, it's like good for the spirit, but also like devastating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we're going to go out this week, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to go out Tuesday.
Can we do Wednesday too?
I have live bait on Wednesday.
You have live bait on
I have
Wednesday?
my dating show. I can't help the poor people anymore.
All right. Well, I'm going to check my schedule.
I
know I'm free Wednesday, but I'm not sure about Tuesday.
We'll get a group together to go out on Wednesday too. I might just not be there, but you can go out with Dean and Nick and all those guys. So
cool.
Yeah, if you're looking to help, again, it's the most frustrating thing about this is like,
yeah, how would people help?
So Red Cross and FEMA are not really in these areas, and Williamson County Cares is a great charity. We did a fundraiser for them on Saturday night, sold over 200 tickets. What they do is they provide direct financial assistance to people that have had their lives destroyed
Williamson
by
County.
events. They're great. The best thing that you can do, I mean this, is it's Williamson County. Wilco Cares is it's called, I think. It's something like that. I'll send it at the end, but I think the best thing that you can do is just get money directly in the hands of people that are there. And like, if you can find a way to get money in the hands of a guy that had his home destroyed, there's no way in which that doesn't make the world a better place, right?
Yeah.
Like Nick Hayden and Dean Stanfield have been unbelievable, but like Nick Hayden's raising money, and dude, like, I watched him give $500 to a guy who had his home destroyed. There's no world in which that doesn't make the world. There's no world in which that's not the best charitable donation that you can make, right? That's a guy whose life is fucked up. There's no GoFundMe fee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no like administrator that's going to take a cut. It's helping people. It's improving people's lives. And if you want to help, DM Explore ATX, and he's got a pretty good pulse on where people are needed to go that day.
Yeah, I like that kid a lot.
Yeah, he's a
What's
good
his
dude.
name?
Nick Hayden.
Nick Hayden, yeah.
DM them. If he doesn't respond, DM me. I have some idea what's going on, but I'm still kind of fucking lost in the weeds too.
Yeah.
It's confusing. It's frustrating. Feels like there's no answers, and it's all local relief effort for the most part. Maybe there's some FEMA and Red Cross that are going to get out there, but almost unequivocally, all of it is just boots on the ground, fucking savages getting the job done. So, yeah,
man,
craziest week of my life. I'm glad I got out there. It's really frustrating because you're starting to get out there and you're like, you think the feeling that you have is like, oh, it's going to be devastating, but I'm going to leave feeling like we made it better. I did leave feeling like we're better, but I did also leave at the end of the week feeling like we got 5% of the job done. I'll tell you one last story to end the whole thing. But so day 3, I'm getting frustrated because
three days in a row you're out there.
Yeah. So on day 3, I'm getting frustrated because like I just like felt like nobody gave a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, we're out there, we're trying really hard. Like a lot of people, I'm just out there and I'm frustrated because I'm not hearing from anyone. I'm frustrated because I'm spending all day trying to remove this stuff off the tree and it feels like I'm getting nowhere, right? I'm frustrated because I'm trying to dig a car out of the sand and I can't fucking do it. And then about 2:00, the heavy machinery comes in and just starts banging it out, right? And the guy that lives in the neighborhood, he's just like, you want to have a fucking beer? And I go, yeah. And so we went to his sister's shed, which was up on the hill, so it didn't get destroyed. And we went into the shed, we had a shot of Crown, and we had a beer. And then we walked back out, and I'm like, are you all right? And he's like, nah, man, but we're going to fucking figure it out. And we walked back to his property. His property was on a slab. It is God knows where in the river. It's gone. We have no idea where the house is.
Jeez.
And we get back, and he goes, is that a fucking orange? And we're looking at his property and he's like, is that a fucking orange? And I go, no, let me get close on it. So it's a bush. And I get close to the bush and it's not an orange. It's a pomegranate. And he goes, fuck yeah. my fucking pomegranate tree survived the flood. Let's fucking go. And we high-fived about this pomegranate tree. Meanwhile, his fucking, his Ford Mustang is in a ditch, totaled. His house is God knows where in the river. But the pomegranate tree made it, baby. So we're like, there's going to be some things that survive and there's going to be some method of rebuilding. And that's it.
That story reminds me of the day that like my faith completely changed. I don't know if I would say lost my faith, but it just switched. It was a day I was heading home from my apartment downtown. I was going to see my parents at their house, and I leave my apartment and I look over and there's a bunch of caution tape and cops, and I roll down the window and I ask one of my neighbors like what happened. And they're like, oh, like a child was riding their bike and a car swerved and hit the child and killed it. And the child died. And I, just like the whole car ride home, I'm just thinking about this kid that just lost its life and its family and the parents and them being completely destroyed and distraught. And I get home and I walk into my house, my parents' house, and they're like rejoicing. And my mom is talking about how good the Lord is, and the Lord just answered her ladies group's prayer about this church event thing, and I'm just watching her like celebrate.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I just can't stop thinking about this kid and the parents and how destroyed they are, and that's kind of just complete. Like from that day, my faith just completely changed. Where it's like, okay, like heaven and hell is happening
all the time.
Yeah. It's right there. And it's like, and it's just a thin line between like.
That's why that like meditative attention thing is like so important, right? Because we're all in a situation of like complete overstimulation.
Yeah.
And
this guy was in hell, and then but he held on to the pomegranate.
Yeah. And that day I was voluntarily putting myself in hell because I was like exhausted. I hadn't slept enough. I'm sleep deprived. I'm beat down. I'm emotionally drained. I also didn't sleep in Chicago. So I'm coming back and I'm just like, God damn it. Like no one gives a fuck about this. And we're in the ditch and nobody's even asking how it's going. And fuck this and fuck that. And the guy gave me a beer and we saw the pomegranate tree and I'm like, everything's cool.
I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I did this.
We're going to be fine. But
crazy.
If you're looking to help out DM Explore ATX, I really think like money going directly to him. He's going to get it on the ground. It's all going to go to supplies or people that have had their homes destroyed.
Yeah, that kid's awesome.
He's a fucking dog. I will also just be dishing money out as well, but I think Nick's more effective, So just fucking hit either of us up. We'll point you in the right direction. We will help.
Cool.
And we ain't going to stop till the job is done.
All right.
Yeehaw.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.